All right. Well, welcome everyone. Let me take a sip of iced tea. Everything okay. Just check on the status of all the canines before we get going here so I don't step on anybody. Okay, welcome everybody. Hello and welcome to Facebook Live on Friday. I'm going to start out by introducing myself, and then I'm going to talk to you about what we're going to make today. I have some prizes to give away, and yeah, then I have some other fun things to tell you as well. Hi, Peggy. Nice to see you there. I always wait for that first comment that lets me know we're connected, and everything looks and sounds good and all that good stuff. So, welcome everybody. Nice to have you here. My name is Anne Marie Heil. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. You can find me over on my blog at stampinann.com. And I do want to point out in the description of this video, now this video is going to be posted on Facebook, and then I'm going to repost it over on YouTube as well after the live recording, so you can watch it there as well. But there are links in the description of the video in both places to a couple of things. Links to my blog, links to YouTube, Instagram, shopping in my online store, all that good stuff. I do also have two links to two things that I have going on right now. I have a class going on right now that I have registration open for, and then also something else I'm going to tell you about here in the video. So check those out in the description of the video, and if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, I'd love it if you'd follow me, subscribe. It helps me be able to bring more content to you as well. So welcome everybody to Facebook Friday. Let me move this out of the way, and we are going to get started today with some projects featuring the framed florets. I know I gave you guys a teaser photo that my new foster puppy was going to be with me today. And she is here today, guys, but I did make the decision. I was going to put her on camera, but she had her spay surgery the other day, and she is still kind of recovering from that. So she's a little sore. So she's actually sleeping, and she's comfortable right now. So I just kind of wanted to leave her where she was. So she's almost there. She's a little bit more like herself today, but we're getting there. If you saw her cute picture, then you know how adorable she is. She's a doll. She's about 12 pounds. She's a cute little schnauzer mix, and she is just precious. But she's kind of having a couple lazy days as she recovers from her lady surgery. So, hello, Carol. Nice to see you there. All right. So we're going to make some projects with framed florets. That's a tongue twister. But before we get to that, I have some prizes to give away. It's been quite a while since I've gone Facebook Live, guys. It's been like a month. I had a online event in there and prepping for classes and a whole bunch of other stuff going on. So it's been kind of crazy. But the last time I went live, we made these two cute little treat holders. I didn't forget. I always give my prizes. I made sure that I did a drawing before I got started today. So we made these cute little treat holders. This one has some little Ghirardellis in there. And then these cute little bags that we just decorated. Stampin' Up! Sells these adorable little bags, and we just zhuzhed them up and made them kind of sassy. Hi, Shirley. Nice to see you. Hey, Amanda. All right. So I made these last week, and I drew two winners. For everybody who shared the video, I put your name into a drawing to win the box. Now, full disclosure, the box is going to come to you flat. I've even got your ribbon in there for you, and I'll put a cellophane bag in there. I didn't put it in here, but I will when I mail it to you. But the winner of the box is Terry. And Terry, I always feel like I'm going to say your name wrong. Is it Brumajim? I think I'm saying it correctly. If I'm not, I'm sorry. But Terry, congratulations. You won the cute little treat box. And then this cute little bag was decorated. Again, no treats. Sorry, guys. I'm sending them flat. But it's a cute little bag. You can put whatever you want in it and give it away to your friends. But this is the one we made on camera. And that one is going to Veronica Durfee. Veronica left a comment, and she went into the list of commenters for the drawing for the second prize. Excuse me, I'm a little rusty here. I can't remember what I'm doing. So I do need both of your addresses, ladies, in order to send these prizes out to you. So Terry and Veronica, if you could just send me an email with your address with your mailing address. I'll pop these little cuties in the mail to you. And if you don't want the prizes, that's totally fine too. You don't have to. If I don't hear from you by the next time I go Facebook Live, then I just assume you don't want them, and then they'll go into a drawing or for somebody else or something like that. So congratulations. Thank you so much for sharing, Terry, and also commenting, Veronica. So same thing goes today. I'm going to have two things that I'm making today, and I will send one of them to a sharer and one to a commenter. So and they will come flat. So bear in mind, we're going to make them today, but the ones that come to you will be mailed flat, just because it's a lot easier to send them that way. So congratulations. Okay. Couple quick housekeeping things I want to get out of the way and talk to you guys about. I have registration open right now for my Graceful Tiles card class to go. So that is this one here. I'm going to move this up. You're going to get some sneak peeks here. So the Graceful Tiles card class to go, registration is open right now. Tomorrow was going to be the registration deadline, but we decided we're going to extend that for a couple more days, just because a lot of us have had a lot going on. And I want to make sure that I share the information. We all want to make sure we share the information enough so that you guys get a chance to do it. Class kits will ship by, I'm planning to ship them before Thanksgiving. So even with that extension of the deadline, I'm still going to be able to make that happen. So Graceful Tiles card class is going on right now. I have partnered with my friends on the Makers Mojo team. If you've visited me before, you know we do a Creative Escape quarterly. It's myself and 4 other demonstrators, and we put together this beautiful Graceful Tiles card class. So what will you get with this class? What is this class all about? This is a card class to go. So what you're going to get is you'll get all the consumable supplies to create 5 cards. We're going to send you everything you need to put these cards together, with the exception of, sorry, I'm getting a text message there. I had to get that off my screen. It was distracting. With the exception of adhesives and inks, you will need to use your own for those. And you'll also need the Graceful Tiles stamp set, which, let me grab it to show you. So this is the stamp set, and this I think is a sleeper in the catalog. I don't know if you have the stamp set or not, but it is a fun stamp set to create with. There's great little tile, you can make great little tile images, but the sentiments are really awesome in this stamp set. And this stamp set is really inexpensive too. So the stamp set's only $18. So it's great. If you don't have this, you can always add it onto your class. If you do add it onto your class with me when you register, I will order your stamp set for you, ship it with your kit, and I will cover tax and shipping on the stamp set for you. So you get a little grace on your Graceful Tiles stamp set, if you will. So what do you get in this? So all the consumable product, all of your card stock, everything you need to make 5 cards. I'll share with you my sneak peek. You're also going to get a printable PDF tutorial, which will have pictures. It'll take you through everything. You're going to get 2 sheets of shimmery white cardstock, 2 sheets of vellum cardstock, which you will cut from in order to create your samples. And you're also going to get a full pack of iridescent pearls and a full pack of the Essentials twine. So that is what is included in the class kit to go, and it is $50 shipping included. That includes priority shipping. So bear in mind, there's no extra for shipping. That's everything all in to mail to you. If you want to add on the stamp set for the additional $18, you can absolutely do that on the registration form, and I'll order it for you, and I'll cover tax and shipping on that. So registration for this is going to be open through the 10th, and then I will, once everybody is registered, I will get the kits together to mail out, and they will go out. I'm planning on having them to go out Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So if not, they will definitely go out on Friday. But here's a sneak peek. This is my card for the class. I'm not going to show you all the cards for the class. This is my card for the class. As you can see, we definitely, we're really utilizing that stamp set. All of us have used like a fun color palette. It's just a really, really fun class. And I love that there's lots of fun and innovative ways to use this stamp set. So I would definitely encourage you to register for Graceful Tiles. Like I said, I'll send you what you need. You just need your inks and your adhesives, and everything else will be in the kit for you to put your cards together. So I'm I hope you love that, and I'd love to have you join us. And the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is, I did mention Maker's Mojo, and like I mentioned, we do these events quarterly. We just got done with the October event. If you weren't able to, Amanda says, I knew that one was yours. The pink gave it away. Yes, Amanda, on the sneak peek, everybody can usually figure out which one's mine because it always has bright colors. So yeah, it was funny. They had even said that on the group had even said that. They're like, we always know which one's yours. And I volunteered to do polished pink for my color combo for that because we picked a color, kind of a color grouping, and we all just kind of picked what colors we wanted to work with, and I volunteered for polished pink right out of the gate, so which is not shocking. But anywho, so Maker's Mojo Creative Escape, we just got done with this. If you missed the event, and it was a lot of fun this time around, I do have an after the live option for Maker's Mojo. I do want to mention this. The link is in the description of the video. You will get the full PDF tutorial for all of the projects. You'll get the full PDF. It'll give you information on how to put all the projects together, detailed instructions, and then lots of alternatives. I think overall, oh my gosh, I think we shared over 35 projects. Maybe it was closer to over 40. I can't remember. I never really counted them, but there was tons of creative inspiration in this event. You will also get the video links as well. So the after the live will be your full PDF tutorial. This is actually the preliminary. I haven't printed the full one yet, but it will be your full color PDF tutorial, video links to put them together, and it's a great, lots and lots of fun creative inspiration. So if you missed it and you still want to take advantage of the great projects that were shared, you can definitely take advantage of the After the Live event, and that link is in the description of this video to register. All you do is fill out a quick form. I send you an invoice in PayPal, and then I will send your links over to you, and you can get started creating. Okay, so that's what's shaken with all the housekeeping stuff. Now we're going to create. Speaking of polished pink, Peggy says she loves polished pink too. So speaking of polished pink, guess what? We're making it today. We are going to use the new Framed Florets to create a cute little box, cute little tag holder. These are great for all occasions, and I'm going to show you how to put them together today. So before we get started, I want to talk a little bit about Framed Florets. This is brand new. It is now available to everyone. It is a Stampin' die set. Now the Stampin' die set are going to be in the new Stampin' Up mini catalog for spring. So the one that launches in January. So this is kind of like a early birdie, get your hands on it now before anybody else. So this is available right now, and this will carry into the spring catalog. Now there are a couple things that are just for this sneaky peeky. There is some beautiful designer series paper. Now this is not carrying over into the new catalog, but I want to tell you guys, this paper is amazing because it coordinates with a lot of the die cuts in this set. I love this paper. I can't even tell you guys. I'm on my third pack of it. I just love it. It's so beautiful. Let me show you. There's some with beautiful blues, the blues and evening evergreen, this balmy blue and evergreen together. One of the dies cuts out some of these images here. Oops. Holiday pattern, which I'm going to talk about something next. The dies cut out these flowers, so that's kind of cool too. Love this pattern. It has to be my favorite. We're using it today. And this is my second favorite pattern. Anything with polished pink, right? And you saw that one already. So this is a fun paper. So this designer series paper is while supplies last, as is, oh, I can't get it back in there. Oh, well, let me move that off to the side. I'll deal with that later. As are the embellishments, the gold swirls. I've used, as you can see, quite a few of these. I'm on the last couple. These gold swirls are great because you can actually use them as accents on your projects. They accent the centers of the flowers really nicely. But these are while supplies last as well in this collection. And then there's an additional stamp set, which I love, that you can purchase now that coordinates with this. It will not be in the new catalog, but what I love, has amazing sentiments for the holiday season, and you can use it with your ovals here in the framed florets. And I just love these big, bold sentiments. I just think they are, I don't know, I love a good sentiment, you guys, and I love a good mixed font. So, so this is definitely, I love this. I don't think you can ever have too many great, big, bold sentiments. So this is a nice one to have too. So like I mentioned, to keep in mind, if you love this whole collection, this is going to carry over. These two in the designer series paper that I can't get back in the plastic. Here, maybe I can do it now. Here, these 3 items, get them now because these are while supplies last, and that guy will not be carrying over. Okay. Okay, Peggy says when she first saw the DSP, she wasn't crazy about it, but now love it. It's a really pretty. I was a little worried that the patterns would be a little bit busy, but I ended up really, really enjoying this paper. So, and just to show you the dies, because I realize not everybody knows what this looks like. So the dies, you've got these great ovals, which will do some amazing things on your cards. There's also one more big oval on the back here. I couldn't fit it on the front. And then you have the dies that will cut out the stamped images. And then also you have some standalone dies for the leaves as well. And that's what we're going to use on today's projects. I'm so sorry, you guys. I have the hiccups. I don't know what's going on. I'm like trying to talk and I keep hiccuping. So there we go. So let's make some gift boxes, guys. So this little gift box is amazing for, I like to give these a lot, for it fits perfectly 2 votive candles. These are little Yankee Candle votive candles, and it fits them perfectly. And I love this. These are great for neighbor gifts and all that good stuff. You know, we have all those little gift-giving occasions coming up for the holidays, and sometimes you just need a quick little gift to give to somebody. So 2 of my favorite things to give, the cute little votive candles, and you can pair it up with a nice bottle of wine. If wine isn't your jam, you could always do like a artisan olive oil or something like that. And this little guy will hang right on the top. So let's get these put together. This box is so easy to put together. I hope you love it. So we have got a piece that is 8.5 inches by 7.5 inches. If you need measurements for anything that I'm sharing today, there is a link in the description of the video, and you will find a link. You'll find measurements and a full supply list at that link over on my blog. Okay, so we're gonna start. This is 7.5 by 8.5. On the 7.5 inch side, you're going to do two score lines, one at 2 inches and one at 5.5. So you have 2 score lines on the 7.5 side. Then we're going to flip to the 8.5 inch side. And this is really easy. Can't mess these up. 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't have a rhyme. I thought I could make it rhyme, but I can't. So on the 8.5 inch side, 4 score lines, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 2 score lines on the 7.5 inch side. Okay, so we're going to go in. Oh my goodness. You're going to hear jingling in the background. I'm just going to start folding on these score lines just so I can see them because the lights make it hard for me to see. I'll burnish them here in a minute, but I need to get my bearings of where everything is. So what are you going to cut? How are you going to cut these? Very simple. So you have on the very top here, this will be the lid of your box that has this one, I guess it's what, about a 1/2 inch score line. So that really narrow score is the top of your box. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to cut flaps. You're just going to cut like a little teeny tiny V to cut out some little, cut out the pieces so the box will come together. So we're going to cut there, flip it over, same 2 on the other side. I know I did my video last time I went live, and I had all this feedback. People were like, oh my gosh, like I would love to see you do more 3D. And because I don't do it as often as I used to. And so I thought, well, why not? Why not share some more 3D projects? What do you guys think? Do you make a lot of 3D? I'd love to hear. Okay, so we cut our little flaps here. Now what we need to do is we're gonna cut off at an angle the top flap right here. Okay, and I'm gonna cut up the side here. Again, little teeny tiny, you know, actually I don't even think I need to do a sliver on that side. So we're gonna cut off these two little flaps on the top here. Ah, I didn't get it to go all the way through. Now I'm afraid I'm gonna rip it. Hold on. There. Okay, so we'll cut the little flaps off. And there is also a picture of the box cut in the link as well, so you can see where you need to cut. Okay, so this little flap up here, we just need to cut to about 1/2 inch. Don't worry if it's not perfect, guys. If it means that much to you to measure it, then you can go ahead and measure it out so it's even with this, but it's just, you're just gonna put a couple little flaps to close the box. I think on my original box, they might even be bigger than this. But you just want a little flap to tuck inside, and then we'll just cut a little tiny bit off at the angle. Okay, that little angle helps it all kind of smoosh together nicely. Okay. Whoops. Just saw a baby schnauzer run by. Where'd she go? I think she's laying on the other side of the room. So essentially, this is what your box is going to look like at the end. Okay, leave that up there so you guys can take a peek at it. And this is also over on my blog. There's also a picture that shows you, but like I mentioned, those tiny little flaps on the top. Don't worry if they're even or not. Okay, now you're going to need a couple pieces of designer series paper. You're going to need 3 pieces that are 3 1/4 by 1 3/4. So 3 identical pieces. One will go on the top of your box, one for the back, and one for the front. Okay, that's going to be the bottom of your box right there. And then you're going to need 2 more pieces of designer series paper that are squares, 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. And those are going to be for these side flaps here. Okay, and again, if you missed any measurements, it's all going to be listed for you. Okay, Peggy says she doesn't do many 3D, but enjoys them when she does. Yeah, I find I don't do a lot of 3D throughout the year, but I tend to do a lot during the holiday season because I'm giving more little gifties, but don't really need them that much throughout the years. So, but during the holidays, I find I need little gifts for everybody, and they just end up being really fun to kind of create cute little gift boxes. And like I said, I love giving little scented votive candles. And this is a perfect box, but there's plenty of other things you can put in this box too. So if scented votive candles aren't your thing, I'm sure you can find a treat that will fit, or you can just adjust the box measurements to make it a little bit bigger or smaller to suit your needs. Okay, just adhering those on. You know, I don't know that I'm going to adhere this box together because I'm going to mail it. So I'm going to show you how it comes together, and then I'll show you the finished one. But I don't think I'm going to stick it down because then I'll have to make another box in order to do the giveaway. And although I could probably use an extra one of these because they're so pretty, but anywho, we'll play that by ear. Okay, so there you go. Easy stuff, right? So now the box comes together super easy. Now, I always have this debate with people about whether you think when a box has a flap that the box should open with the flap to the front or to the back. So I'm going to show you what I mean. So this little box, I'm going to kind of roll it together. I'm going to tuck this flap and this flap, and then the flap with my pattern paper will be on the outside, and you just glue all these little labels together. So here's the debate. I probably should have burnished this too, but I would have burnished all these folds, but I didn't. So when this box closes, see how those little tiny flaps just kind of fit inside? Sorry, it's not stuck down, so it's kind of difficult to close. So do you want your opening to close to the back of the box or do you want that to be the front of the box? I always tend, when I make boxes like this, I always tend to make the opening to the back, so the front is always like, you know, super pretty and flush, and then when you open it, let me just use this one, it's easier since it's put together, it opens like that. I don't know. This one I went back and forth with. I could do this one on the front as well. And then there's no right or wrong. It's totally your preference. I had somebody once tell me, you're putting it together wrong. And I'm like, no, I'm putting it together the way I want to put it together. So there's no right or wrong way to do it, but whatever your preference is and how you want to put your little box together, I'm just going to make it. Because it just dawned on me, I have actually some occasions coming up that I know I can use this for, so I'm going to make it. How am I folding this up again? I'm folding it like such. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue on these flaps here. It's just going to be easier to put all the goodies on the outside while it's made. So I see some comments. Shirley says to the front. That's her preference. Amanda says, I think it looks better closing to the back, but more functional to the front. I know. I went back and forth with this one. I actually almost had the opening on the front on this one, which is rare for me. And the other thing I always like to do with gift boxes is this seam that kind of closes the box. I always have it face where I'm putting the back of the box. That's just a me thing. But again, there's no right or wrong way. You could put the DSP on whichever piece you felt you liked. So, but I just like how this folds together really nicely, and it's a nice secure fit for those two votive candles. Okay. Peggy says, I get bottles of wine at Christmas, so this will be a good one. It's always good to have a box with a gift. And Carol Ann, hi, welcome. I have boxes open in the front. That is so cute. It looks fairly easy. Oh gosh, Carol says she makes stuff like this and then people throw the box in the trash. Oh my gosh. Isn't that the worst when people don't appreciate the work you put into it? This one little side is just a little too long. Just fine. I'm just going to go with my paper snips. That is the worst. There is nothing worse than creating something beautiful and handmade and having someone chuck it in the trash after they take the votive candles out and throw your beautiful box out. Oh, that's the worst. That's why I say for things like this, maybe just give them to someone who would appreciate it. Hi, Sonia. That's the worst. All right, so our little box is complete. Now, to decorate this box, I've talked about this before. If you visited me, I'm going to tell you, if you've never seen it before, my favorite die set is the Stylish Shapes. I literally use it. It's like it has a permanent spot on my desk now. I use it for pretty much everything. So as much as I love the ovals in the Framed Florets, they're way too big for this box. So I went with Stylish Shapes and I cut one of the banners because I just wanted a little message on the front of my box. So I used the banner in Stylish Shapes. And then I cut these little pieces from Framed Florets already. I cut out some leaves and I used the gold and rose gold specialty paper, which is really pretty, very subtle shimmer. And then I used Evening Evergreen. I had to look it up. I always draw a blank on names when I'm on a video. But what we are going to cut out is, hold on, I got to grab my mini die cutting machine. I usually move it right next to me before I get started and I forgot. I cut out everything else, but I wanted to show you how this cuts out the paper. So, okay. And it's time to change my plates, guys. I know they're pretty ready, but they're still cutting. So this little piece of the Designer Series paper actually will cut out. It's the same as this stamped image in the set, but it's already colored and shaded for you, which I love. So I'm trying to get some washi tape. I usually have a piece of washi tape started, and I like to stick my washi tape on my shirt a couple times just to dull it a little bit. So we'll just Pop this on there. And that's why I'm telling you right now, this DSP is like worth its weight in gold, guys. Anytime there's an easy button and something can be like colored for me, I'm always going to take the cheater route. I don't know about you, but the fact that I don't have to color this, I can just use this beautiful already shaded image. Thank you. I will absolutely do that. Look at that. Guys, is that like super just pretty? I also, one thing I like to do when I'm putting like these pieces that are cut from designer series paper on boxes and cards, I like to cut an extra one. I hope that's enough room. Oh, come on. I just need you to fit on this little tiny scrap. That'll work. I like to cut an extra one in basic white to put behind it. The DSP, hold on, I'm trying not to shake the camera, and I know I'm not successful, so. So I like to cut an extra one in basic white just to kind of back it. This is going to hang off the box a little bit, so it gives it a white background as opposed to that blue. Again, these are things that if they don't bother you that much, don't worry about them, skip them. I think it gives the designer series paper more of a cardstock weight feel, and it's a little sturdier. So that's why I like to back it up with basic white cardstock. But again, if that's, you know, not a top priority for you in making it, don't do it. I didn't do it on my original, and I remembered after the fact, but I just like how it gives it a clean background and it makes it a little sturdy. Okay, simple sentiment. So lucky to call you a friend. I'm going to kind of fit this on the banner. Hopefully stamp it straight the first time. Oh, maybe a little more ink. And these are photopolymer, so it makes it easy to, there we go. I almost used Evening Evergreen ink on this, but I kind of liked how there was black in the center of the flowers. So that's why I went with Memento. And now we just need to assemble everything. Probably could have got some Stampin' Dimensionals ready, but I did not. Pop on a couple dimensionals for the banner. Oh, somebody's got a bone. You'll hear that in the background. Now with this, before you give everything a final push, you just kind of have to get everything to fit where you want it to fit. So this one's a little tricky. Just going to use pieces of dimensionals. On the sides here. Okay. So we're kind of going to, this is going to hang off just a smidge. Don't want my dimensional hanging off though. That's not good. Let's move that in. Okay, so it's kind of on the bottom and a little bit hangs off. So that's why you can still see that dimensional. Dang it. So that's kind of why I like putting that white, and it just makes it a little more sturdy. And then you can just kind of slide your banner underneath there. And this dimensional is over too far. Can you tell I'm a little out of practice on Facebook Live here? There we go. So there's that. And then we'll just go in with some glue dots and pop our little leaves in to accent. So, and you could actually, I think you could stop right here. I don't think these leaves are absolutely mandatory, but I just kind of liked how the gold shimmer gave a nice little look. Okay, and I'm just kind of going in with some glue dots and popping them in. And again, if you win this box, yours will come to you flat, and I'll put tear and tape on the areas that you need to put together. But I'm just going to make one more because I can definitely, I can definitely use one of these as a gift. So they're kind of for all occasions. So I'll just have an extra on hand. Okay, so just kind of put those in. Oh, another thing I probably should have pointed out. Either wrap your ribbon around before you adhere or leave a little space. Don't put your Stampin' Dimensional down because you do want to run your ribbon around your box. Or what you could do is put your dimensionals on either side and leave this space open. That's what I did on the original box. Totally forgot to mention that. I have this open so the ribbon can slide in and out. So I only have dimensionals here and here. So I meant to point that out and I totally forgot. So whoopsie. Again, out of practice. Give me some grace. And then what you would do is I've got the soft succulent, I think this is open weave ribbon, I think is its name. And I'm just going to tie a little bow. Well, of course, drop your votives in, then tie your little bow. And boom, super cute little box. And you could also put everybody's favorite Wink of Stella or Stink of Wella, if you've been here before, that's what we call it. You can put some of that on your flowers to make them super sparkly in person, but super cute little box, right guys? I love this, and it's really easy to put together. And when you start making them, they're kind of easy to mass produce too. You can just get everything cut ahead of time and then just cut and stick, and they're good to go. All right, super cute. So now we have our little votives, and now we'll do our coordinating bottle tag. Guys, this couldn't be any easier. I did most of the work on this already. So this little tag, like I said, will fit a wine bottle, or you could do, like I said, some artisan oil, vinegar, maybe a coffee syrup, something like that. But this is just super fun and easy. So this is 3 1/4 by 7 1/4. You're going to do one score line at 2 1/2. We're going to do, I have two die cutting things and we're going to do them together. So we're going to die cut that. And then you're going to have I'm using Stylish Shapes again. So I'm going to use some soft succulent cardstock that is 3 inches by 4 1/2. And then I have a coordinating designer series paper piece that is 2 7/8 by 4 3/8. Again, measurements are over at the link in the description of the video over on my blog. Okay. So put this together. Had a little scraggly end on the back there. So we'll just flip it over and use this side because it looks better. Okay. Now I went ahead and I cut I always say these wrong. I always think they're bigger than they are. The second largest circle from Stylish Shapes. And then we're going to take the third largest circle from Stylish Shapes and we're going to cut our tag. So let's go in, get that die cutting done now. Now notice here, I took this little piece from the designer series paper and it's not a full image, and that's totally fine. We're not going to waste that because we don't need it. So I'm going to cut this. Where's my washi tape? I don't want it to move. So at the rate I'm going, it's going to move. It wouldn't if I wasn't on a live video, but see, that's why I put the washi tape on there. So we'll just, it's definitely time to cut my plates, guys. I'm fighting with this little mini one because I think my plates are so warped that it just doesn't want to go through. And I have new plates. I just, there's something about getting every last bit of die cutting you can out of your plates before you throw them out. So there you go. We've got our cute little wine tag. And then I'm going to take that little half piece and I'm going to, whoopsie, center, no. How does it go? Oh, have mercy. I can't get this on. Where is it? I can't get this to line up. because it is not a perfect image. What in the world? You guys, a hot mess here. What's going on? Oh my gosh, hold on. Let me move this closer to me. I can't get it to line up. Oh my word, what is going on? Is this not the right size? No, that's right. Oh, I think it's backwards. Hold on. Let me get the DSP again. I promise you guys, I have my act together. It should be the right way. Is it backwards? Found it. Okay, I found it. Whew, that was a lot of work. I could not find the right configuration. Sorry about that. I'm sure like half of the viewers left by this point watching me fiddle with that. Because see, it's not the full image, so I was having a hard time getting it to fit, but I found it. Just keep turning until you find it. Oh my word. Okay. Whew. Crisis averted. You're like, why are you using that? That doesn't even look pretty. Because I don't need the whole thing. I'm just going to go in with my paper snips. And I'm just going to take the piece that I want. And I'm just going to trim. Shoot, I probably could have fussy cut this in the time it took me to get it to line up with the die. Holy cow. But anywho, that's all I want. I just want that piece there. That was a lot of work, wasn't it? Woo! But it's okay. Oh my gosh, I crinkled up my tag when I ran it through. Bone folder to the rescue. Okay, there we go. And the inspiration for this, I did a project for the Maker's Mojo event where I did a bunch of gift card holders, and one was a tag. So this was kind of the inspiration for this stamp. Oh, this little circle that comes out, just save it for something else. I'm sure you could find a project to use it on. It's polished pink. We can't let it go to waste. Okay, thank you with all my heart. Okay. Boom. I don't know. I just think it looks, I like the black with the black in the paper. I don't know. I think it kind of has a fancy look, if you will. All right. I'm just going to put a little adhesive on the back of this. Just a tape runner. Use what you have. Okay. We're just going to, I did cut out 2 of these big sprigs in the gold specialty paper. Same one I used on the other box. And then I'm just going to kind of line everything up to where I want it. I don't think it matters how much hangs off the sides because it's going to go on a bottle. So, you know, whatever you want though. And then I'm just going to, guys, I'm totally cheating. You could use a glue dot if you wanted to. I'm just going to use a piece of washi tape. At this stage of the game, watching me fight with glue dots is probably not going to be the highlight of your afternoon. So I'm just going to cheat and put it on with washi tape. No one knows and nobody cares what it looks like on the back. So just, this I need a glue dot on. I promise when you put these together and you're not on a live video, they go together like so much easier, but I'm trying to put it together and I'm worried about dropping everything. Okay, everything's where I kind of want it. And I'm just going to put a little piece of this balmy blue cloud washi tape on the back. Again, guys, nobody even knows it's there. And if they deconstruct your project to look at that and they think that that's weird, they don't get another wine tag. That's always what I say. If you don't like what it looks like on the B side, you don't get another tag. Pop it up with some dimensionals. I know, Peggy says this DSP is beautiful with polished pink. I agree. I don't think polished pink can do any wrong anyway, in my opinion, but this DSP, this pattern is so, so pretty. And I just love how you can take these little leaves and just kind of make, you know, fun little foliage scenes. And then we're going to pop this guy in. And again, you could do the same thing we did on the box. If you wanted to back this up with some basic white, you could as well. I don't think it's necessary because it's not really hanging off anywhere. So we'll pop that on the tag there. And then we'll take a piece of soft succulent ribbon. So now you'll have to wonder, if you win this for being a commenter, you'll have to wonder if there's blue washi tape on the back or if there isn't. You'll have to wonder, is it the one she made on camera or did she make another one? Don't take it apart though. Don't ruin it to find out. Hi, Katie. Nice to see you there. Thanks for watching today. All right. So we've got a soft succulent bow with a glue dot, and I'm just going to put that on the base of the flower. So even if you don't fussy cut that perfectly, it's okay. It's mostly covered up. Let's get the ribbon scissors, because the rate I'm going today, we need all the help we can get. And that is the cute little wine tag. Oh goodness. I put a pin in my ribbon and the ribbon came off there and I thought, oh my gosh, did I drop the pin? Which means I would find it in about 30 seconds when I stepped on it. So I wanted to make sure I found that before I put the ribbon away. So, and same thing on this. You could accent your flower with Wink of Stella if you wanted a little bit more sparkle. And then what you can do, where are they? Where did I put them? Here they, no. Here they are. The embellishments. These little gold swirls, you could put them, the way that I have this positioned, I have like 3 little of the, they almost look like little berries on this cutout. So I'm going to put 3 of these on here. Just going to accent the little berries. And it also helps to stick the, well, it really doesn't help to stick it down because it's the same size as the berry. So never mind that. But you could glue it down if you wanted to. But I'll put 3 of them on here to just kind of add a little bit more interest to it, because I think everything's always better with bling. What do you guys think? So that's a great purpose for these gold swirls. So what do you think? Sorry, thanks for bearing with me today. I was a little off my game, you guys. Holy cow. But we did it. We pulled through. We made our cute little votive box, which is super fun, and straighten out our ribbon there. So our cute little votive box and matching tag for whatever bottle of your choice, wine or oil or vinegar or whatever you like. But I just think this is just a fun little gift set. I hope you guys really enjoy it. And like I said, the measurements are over on my blog. So definitely click the link in the description of the video and you can make these. But these are great for all occasions. You could do them for Christmas. You could do them for birthdays. I just think this is a good one to keep in your arsenal to use year round. So, so thank you, Shirley. Shirley says, I think you're amazing. Love the projects. I'm glad you enjoy them. And guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Please, please, please check the link and check out the Graceful Tiles class to go. I'd love to have you join me for that. We put a lot into that class and the projects are beautiful. I promise you will love them. And again, if you're interested in the after the live option for the Maker's Mojo event that just finished. That link is also in the description of the video. So I wanted to remind you of both of those things so you don't miss them if you want lots more creative inspiration. So thank you so much, you guys. It was great to see you today, and I'm back. Looks like Fridays are we're gonna make Fridays at 4 work. I think we're gonna get back on track here. I was doing Sundays for a little while, so I think we're gonna be good with Fridays at 4 again. So I really appreciate you guys stopping by today and crafting with me. Hope you had fun, and I will be back with you guys for some more crafty inspiration next week. Thank you so much, y'all. Have a great weekend, and happy stamping out there. Bye-bye.